Chapter 11, White don't like chaos. It like things clean, clear, in order, while everything else moving fast and messy. White trying to line it up, smooth it out, make sure it makes sense before it moves forward. White is control, not in a loud way, in a quiet, this needs to be right kind of way. If white is your color, you the type that pays attention to details. You notice what's off. You feel uncomfortable when things don't feel organized, emotionally or physically. Psychologically, white is tied to control systems, perfection tendencies, and structured thinking. You regulate your environment to regulate how you feel. If things around you make sense, you feel better inside. The light in white. At your best, you precise. You bring order to situations that would otherwise be all over the place. You think things through, plan ahead, and make sure things are done right. You reliable. People can count on you to handle things carefully, not carelessly. You don't rush just to finish. You take your time to make sure it's correct. And that level of intention, it builds trust. The shadow in white. But control can turn into pressure. White can get stuck in perfection. You might overthink small details, stress over things not being exactly how you want them, feel uneasy when things don't go according to plan. You might hold yourself to standards that hard to meet all the time. And when things not right, it bother you more than it probably should. Not because you picky, but because control make you feel safe. White in love. You don't love messy. You like clarity, consistency, structure. You want to know where you stand, what it is, how it's going. You don't like guessing games or confusion. But sometimes, that need for things to be right can create pressure. You might expect things to move a certain way, respond a certain way, feel a certain way. And when it don't, you get uncomfortable. You don't always express it emotionally. You try to fix it. White compatibility, the three that steady you. White plus blue brings emotional depth into your structured world. You help blue stay grounded and clear. This can feel balanced if you don't over-control and blue don't over-feel. White plus red brings emotion and energy. You bring control and structure. Y'all balance each other, but can clash if neither adjusts. White plus green aligns with your need for order and growth. You structure the vision. Green builds it over time. Together, this is stable and productive. White and money. You careful with money. You plan, organize, think things through. You don't like financial chaos. You want structure, stability, predictability. But sometimes, you overthink decisions, trying to make the perfect move instead of just a good one. When white is hurt, you don't always show emotion. You tighten control. You try to fix the situation, analyze it, make sense of it, but you don't always express how you feel. You contain it, and that can create distance. The growth of white. You grow when you realize this. Everything don't have to be perfect to be good. You allowed to let things be a little messy sometimes. Control don't always equal peace. Sometimes letting go does. If white is your color, you ain't controlling. You intentional. You ain't too strict. You structured. And you not wrong for wanting things to make sense. You just learning that not everything in life will